see. Revelation 16:13. I'm gonna read it again. I'm recording it. And I saw 3 unclean spirits like frogs come out of the mouth of the dragon, and out of the mouth of the beast, and out of the mouth of the false prophet. The mouth of the dragon is Washington, D.C. That's the military headquarters of the dragon and the beast and the EU and NATO, false prophet, But it's Washington, D.C. and it's located in America because it's a city-state. There's Washington, D.C., London, and the Vatican, and we're all gonna put that into perspective right now.
The White House was the White House.
Yeah, the White House is in Washington. Is in I don't know. I think it's in Pennsylvania. It might be in. I don't know. You wanna look it up? You wanna look it up to see if the White House is in Washington, D.C. Yeah, so I'm recording this, and then there's a brother here with me. And he's helping me out. Usually we have church around this time. We're missing one. But Trump, he speaks for the dragon, and he said that they're gonna shoot missiles on a base in Syria. So Russia better watch out. That's what he said.
It's in Pennsylvania.
It's in Pennsylvania. And where's Washington, D.C.?
The White House. Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C.
Okay, so that's the headquarters for this dragon. And we know since the existence of Washington, D.C., since the existence of the Americas, the United States, Babylon, this country's been at war this whole time. Now I call this place America Babylon. You want to get Revelation 17:5? It's right on this next page. Oh, it's right there. You can go ahead and read. Yeah, you want to speak up loud so Grandma can read.
It's Revelation 17:5. And upon her forehead was a name written, Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abominations of the earth.
Now, there is not a name on some bitch's forehead, some female's forehead that says Mystery of Babylon. Now, the mystery is, where is it? Because we know that Babel means confusion, but we also know that Babylon already existed. So, this is the great. The mother of harlots. So, what's so great about America? Trump always says, let's make America great. The mother of harlots. And this is where they started off with the women's rights. And as soon as the women's rights kicked in, they started choosing the right to have abortions. So that's pretty much a harlot move right there. And the abominations of the earth, man. Just look at Bruce Jenner. This is the place Arabs call the Satan. America's Satan. You ever heard that? So the Trump says he's gonna shoot missiles, and the missiles that are gonna be shot, they might hit, they might not. We know that he already shot 60 Tomahawk missiles, but according to some Russian Al Jazeera news stations, they shot down 39 of them. That's more than half. That's almost 75%. Okay, so now we're gonna go to Revelation 16:9. And men were scorched with great heat and blasphemed the name of Yahweh which hath power over these plagues, and they repented not to give him glory. So that could be talking about the 2/3, but it could also be talking about everybody else who got hit with those missiles. Because once you get hit with those missiles, it's gonna be great fire, man. Great fire. This is gonna be the great city of the Great Lake of Fire.
Because they repented not.
Because they didn't, you know. Because they put us in captivity, took our land, raped our women, raped our sons and daughters. The mother of harlots, man. This bitch did everything to us. So now she's gotta pay. Now we're gonna be in Revelation 13 and 13. Because I was talking about those missiles being shot, right? That's a great miracle, dude. I don't know if anybody's seen that video where they're shooting down those missiles for I'll forget what news station it was. I think it was RT, because they'll put that stuff out there. You know, and he doeth great wonders, so that he maketh fire come down from heaven on the earth in the sight of men. So that's Esau, right? Esau in the middle, that's his dragon right there.
That's him doing the great wonders.
Dude, that's the great wonders. Making those. So now we're gonna move on. Let me get this one. I forget. It's in Second Esdras. The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the powers shall stand in fear, and the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come? So basically, Esdras is asking the angel, what am I gonna do? But that he was seeing what we were gonna go through during this time, and it's happened. Yeah, these are the beginnings of the sorrows.
So that's a reincarnation right there.
Yeah. Well, he already knew, because Esdras knew.
He's saying, what will I see?
When I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna see this stuff. What the hell am I gonna do? Because, well, come on, man. How's he gonna live like 4,000 years or 2,500 years? So now we're gonna move on and talk about the beast. The city we're talking about is London. It's the banking capital of the world. They're responsible for the mark of the beast, which is the things we see at stores. And you work at a store, right? You want to talk about that? With that scanning devices they use all the time? Put some words in there.
Well, Walmart, they just upgraded to, they just got a bunch of new self-checkouts and shit.
Scan and go.
Now, they got less cashiers now.
Automizing.
So it's more convenient. Just go.
And they scan that barcode, and that barcode is what is basically the mark of the beast. That's how this technology started, and just to keep track of your inventory, right?
Yeah. Because when we got what you scan with, our little guns and shit.
Yeah, Gemini's.
That has RFID inside.
Yeah. And that's an essential part of this scripture, of this prophecy. Now, I'm gonna get the scripture, Revelation 13 and 16. And he caused it all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in the right hand or in their foreheads. Now, everybody is gonna be forced to take this chip. Now, when this dollar collapses, because we got the Petro, El Petro Venezuela cryptocurrency backed by oil and gold and diamonds, and then we got the Iran doesn't drop the dollar.
And then they just got rid of the dollar in what was it? Switzerland, I think.
Oh shoot. Yeah, well, that's news to me, but they also China has the Petro yuan, which they're selling their oil, and they're nobody's doing business with the dollar. They got the BRICS nations, so now they got to come up with a new currency, which the BRICS nations is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, and they're all against the.
And the only way is to put that barcode inside your skin.
Inside the skin, so they can keep track of you, because your cattle, your chattel, your slaves, your property, man. Now the scripture said, both small and great. So it could be a manager or a director and a trainee, an apprentice. Somebody coming into Walmart, hey, if you want this job, you get this chip, we got you. And that's how they're gonna force you. It's because they were moving me up at my work. Let's say they do cancel the dollar, and they say, okay, well, you know, if you want to keep working, there's this new method of payment that we got.
Oh, yeah.
It's really easy and convenient. All we do is put a chip in your hand.
Just go to the hospital and
yeah.
you get it.
You scan the bar, and the door lets you in, and you automatically clock in. You see how easy that's what they're gonna do, man. And if you want to feed your family and all that shit, you're gonna think about it long and hard. Which it says in the scriptures that, you know.
You probably just sign a paper or something.
Yeah. Sign your life away. That's what they say. Sign your life away. And the scripture says that, you know, it's like the I don't want Palau, the Lord's Prayer, keep me from the hour of temptation, man. Yeah, that's the hour of temptation. And that they're always making moves with that money, always. So now we're going to talk about the false prophet, and this is probably one of my favorite things to talk about, because it's so easy. See, the chip was hard, but thanks to the apostles of GMS, it became easy. Until all the other brothers of GMS, it became easy. The dragon became easy. The false prophet, kind of always sort of knew in the back of my head that there was a Catholic Church. But this is Matthew 23 and where is it? 23 and 9. And call no man father upon the earth, for one is your Father which is in heaven. And that goes back to even calling people rabbi, or, you know, because there's only one Father. And it says it back here on 8, but be ye not called rabbi, for one is your master, even a Mashiach, and all ye are brethren, and call no man your father upon the earth, for one is Father which is in heaven. And it takes you back to Malachi.
So it says don't,
and that's exactly what they want you to call them. And they want you to kiss their hand, kiss their ring.
Dang, super crazy.
That's blasphemy. So now we're going to go to Malachi 1 and 6. A son honoreth his father, and a servant his master. If then I be a father, where is mine honor? And if I be a master, where is my fear? Said Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, Lord of hosts, unto you, O priests, that despise my name, and ye say, wherein have we despised thy name? Okay, so now we give honor to our Father, right? And then those priests despise the name because they're not teaching those names. Those false prophets, they're not teaching those names. They're not. We're teaching it freely. Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Those are the names. Yahweh is the name of the Father. Yahushai is the name of the Son. And you could use them, but it will only work if you're an Israelite and part of the elect right now at these times. At these end times. Alright? So that was basically it. You know, I'm the brother Hawak, and this is the brother Amawan. And we're going to say Shalom.